Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, Part 29. What happened, Aunt Jane? He died just before... Oh, as Rebecca's eyes grew misty. He was a soldier, and he died of a gunshot wound in a hospital. Oh, Aunt Jane, was it softly away from you? No, I was with him. Was he young? Yes, young and brave and handsome, Rebecca. He was Mr. Carter's brother, Tom. Oh, I'm so glad you were with him. Wasn't he glad, Aunt Jane? Jane looked back across the half-forgotten years, and the vision of Tom's gladness flashed upon her. She thought of his weak smile, the tears in his tired eyes, his outstretched arms, his soft voice saying, "Oh, Jenny, dear, dear Jenny, I've wanted you so much, Jenny." It was so much. She had never breathed a word of it before to a human creature, for there was no one who would have understood. Now, in the shamefaced way, to hide her brimming eyes, she put her head down on the young shoulder beside her, saying, "It was hard, Rebecca." "I am sorry, Aunt Jane." The girl's eyes were soft and tender, and the heart within her stretched a little, and grew in sweetness and depth of feeling. It had looked into another heart, and felt it beat, and heard it sigh, and that is how all hearts grow. Life could never be thoroughly dull, or lacking in adventure, to a child who was like Rebecca. She made friends everywhere she went. It was she who ran into the shed door to take the dishes to the meat man or the fish man. She learned about the family histories of the fruit vendor, the tin peddler. She who asked to take supper to the pass the night with the children in the neighborhood villages, children whose parents of her aunts had never so much as heard about. As the nature of these friendships, which seemed so many to the eye of the observer, they were of various kinds, and while the girl pursued them, they left her unsatisfied and heart-hungry. She loved Emma Jane, but was a friendship born of circumstance. She was always searching for intellectual treasures, searching for needing, never finding, for though Emma Jane had the advantage of years, she was still immature. Huda, Missouri, had a love of fun which appealed to Rebecca. She also had knowledge of the world from having visited her married sister in Middletown and Portland. But on the other hand, there was a certain lack of sympathy in Huda. With Dick Carter, she could at least talk intellectually about lessons. He was a very ambitious boy, full of plans for his future, which he discussed quite freely with Rebecca. Into the world of the ideal, Emma Jane, Hilda, and Dick alike never seemed to have developed, so there was an unspoken gulf between them and Rebecca.